Okay. All right, I don't know why I'm doing that, being silly. Somebody said that could be my thing, so I guess I made it my thing. I noticed in previous videos I was spinning the wrong way like this, but when I play with the video, that little record player in the beginning, I realized I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, so I rotated it. Anyway, wasn't sure if when I'd get another one done. I am leaving Thursday to head to Texas for the weekend for a conference. So I wasn't sure if I'd have time between now and then to do one, but I figured I'd pop one out today, and I may try to squeeze one in, like another artist spotlight or something, before I leave on Thursday. But I did a little shopping over the weekend, and I thought I'd share. Some things are pretty cool, some things were okay. I went to a store, went through the bins that were, $4 and under, and took a couple chances. Thought I would share some of that. Now, first thing I popped up on, and I don't know what it is about the album cover caught my eye because it's an odd color, kind of a reverse pink, hot pink and green. And it caught my eye. I have no clue who Marcus James was. I have no clue who the album was, but for some reason it stood out. 1988. It was the 80s. Figured I'd check it out. So I went ahead and just picked it up. I mean, this color stands out from all the colors of the album. So I picked it up and started looking at the back. The back had all the lyrics and all the instrumentation listed on here as to who played. Well, I started noticing, well, not on the first song, but then I'm like, I know that guy. Oh, there he is again. Oh, there he is again. Oh, there he is again. Turns out that the guitar player on almost every song except the first one is a Mr. Joe Satriani. I'm a big Joe Satriani fan. I figured for the price, I would grab it. Had no idea what it was. Didn't even stop to look it up. Was kind of in a rush. So, turns out it's kind of a light rock. I looked him up since then. He's more classified nowadays as an alt blues guitar player, but there's not really any blues on here. This is just a straightforward rock. Keyboard, electronic drums, female singer helping out, male singer. He sings, Marcus James does. And most of the guitar sounds that are noticeably Joe Satriani tend to be just that. They're more sounds than they are necessarily him shredding or anything. It's like noises and stuff, and I'm sure he's probably playing some of the basic tracks, but his style doesn't really stand out as being, hey, that's Satriani. But all in all, for the price I paid, not a horrible album, but not something I may necessarily hang on to. I may eventually let it go. I just thought I would check it out because I love Satriani. The next one, the album cover kind of caught it, but the logo, the album cover kind of caught my eye. Again, never heard of the band. The Silver Condor. I don't know, it was just kind of an interesting artwork. And then, like I said, the logo kind of said, hey, just look at me. So I picked it up, flipped it over. Turns out it says it's for a promotional copy, not for sale. It's only got 3 songs. Again, the price was right. I noticed I didn't recognize any of the people on here except the guitar player. Lead rhythm and slide guitars by Earl Slick. Now, I know he's got a history of a lot of things, but the one thing I remember about him was back in the 80s, I had an instrumental album by him that I really enjoyed. I know it's not like a shredding Tony McAlpine, Joe Satriani, Vinnie Moore, Shredder, or Malmsteen, but it was just a really solid instrumental album that I kind of wish I still had. I remember I had it, I remember I enjoyed it, I remember I liked it, and so his name rang a bell. I went ahead and bought it. This I liked. It's only 3 songs. I understand, I guess there was an album that came out afterwards, but these 3 songs were really good. It impressed me a little more than the first album I got. So this was a definite winner. The other one was kind of interesting, but maybe not so much. Now, these next 2 are the same artist, and they are someone that a lot of people, when they find out I like him and his group, may think that's weird. But I am talking about the recently deceased David Cassidy. Now, I love David Cassidy's stuff. I love the Partridge Family. I don't have any of them on vinyl until now. Have all of them on CD. Really wanted to go see David Cassidy in concert. He came a couple years ago here locally, but I'm telling you, he came to one of those little artsy places, and I think the cheapest seat tickets that they had started at like 150 and then went up to like 400 and something dollars. There's no way I could justify that. So I didn't get to go, and of course now I'm kicking myself because he passed away recently. So it's in really good condition. Of course, this is 1972 on the old Bell label, and for the condition that everything was in, cover and album, and the price was like less than $4, I thought I better grab it because I really did want that. And likewise, I have Rock Me Baby. So these are his first 2 solo albums after the Partridge Family. I see some of the Partridge Family albums floating around. They tend to be in really rough shape. As a matter of fact, I saw today the first Partridge Family album at the Goodwill. The record was splitting at the top, and the album itself was just, scratch the heck. So I'm like, one day I might buy some of those. I've seen some occasions that were in a little better shape, but not to where I want to jump out and grab it. But this one, again, this is also 1972, also same label, and it was in the same good condition. I was like, well, for that price, I'm going to grab it. So now I have 2 David Cassidy related items. Then the following day, which was yesterday, I went to another store that I don't get a chance to go to as often. It's in the town next to us, but it's a town that I don't go to that much. So I had to go there yesterday, met some guys for a movie, and so I thought, hey, I'm only a mile from the record store. I've only been there one other time. It's been there since the 80s. It's supposedly, it's a real famous store in the area. So so I went there again. Last time I went, I bought some really good stuff. This time I just noticed that everything there, the price of everything there is like as much as it can be. It's not a lot of inexpensive stuff. I grabbed a stack of vinyl that I wanted. That was all $8 and under. And then I found a couple new items that I wanted that were more, and I thought, well, I can't. When I added it all up at the end of the day, at the end of the shopping, I'm like, I can't get it all. Just couldn't justify it. So I put most all of the used stuff away. Bought the 2 new albums because I wanted to get these. These were definitely ones I wanted. The other ones I'm like, I'll come back and get them another time. They had some Crocus stuff I wanted. They had a really good price on a couple of their early albums. I can't remember which ones I picked up now. Pay It Metal, Metal Rendezvous. A couple that were in the $5 to $7 range. They had a Rat album I really wanted, but it was, I had it, carried it around a while, but I realized the seam on the outer seam was totally just like, looked like somebody, I didn't notice it at first, it was still in shrink wrap. This album was in pristine condition, but then I eventually just noticed on the side it was all shredded, like somebody had like chewed it up. I'm thinking, nah, I don't want to do that. So it was easy to put that one back. Actually, I did put one back. The only one I ended up keeping, I don't know why I put it back on my shelf. I did keep Love Is for Suckers. Big Twisted Sister fan. This was one that I wanted. I haven't seen it much around here. It was in really good condition. The cover's in great condition. The album was in great condition. So I thought, well, I better get this because I don't see these as often around here. They had a Stay Hungry, which I want to get, but I think I'm probably going to end up getting that on the new release with the pink and everything swirl. That sounds like it might be good, unless I can find a really good copy. But I now have the first 3 albums, and then this one, and Come Out and Play. So I am missing Stay Hungry and whatever else is missing in there. But anyway, so I got that one used, and then I bought these 2 new albums, and that is w.a.s.p. Dominator. This was a decent price. It was about what I see it online everywhere, if I do see it. And so I went ahead and grabbed that, and I also grabbed Babylon by w.a.s.p. So these 2 were to complete my later days w.a.s.p. albums. I guess with those now, yeah, what did I do with the other one? Anyway, oh, here they are. So now I have Golgotha and Babylon, the 2 more recent ones, and then the reissue of Reidolized on black, not on red. I really wish I did. So I need the earlier stuff now, but these are like some of the newer reissues, so I figured, well, that's kind of like completing the set. The other day I did get, and I don't think I ever showed it, this came in the mail the other day. maybe did I show it? It's the new reissue, and it came up as a really good price. It's like $15, but I got the Riot Restless Breed. They had this at that record store too, the original, and I was tempted to get it, but then I'm like, I don't want to collect. I just want to buy. And then they also had a couple other ones by them that I really wanted to get of the original issues, but they just weren't in the kind of condition and price that I really wanted to get. They did have the King Cobra Thrill of a Lifetime, which is one of those albums that I'm take or leave. Probably not something I ever listened to, but I thought, well, I got the first album, which I really love. Maybe I should get this one. Didn't have a price on it. It was still in the shrink wrap, but it's opened. Really good condition. Took it to the guy and said, how much you want for it? I probably can't afford to buy it, but you know, he ended up wanting like $15-16 for it. I thought, I'm going to wait. If it was more $7 or $8, I might have grabbed it, but for that, it's not something I really need. I think that was about it that I wanted to show. Yeah, keeping it short and sweet. Like I say, I may plan to do another artist spotlight before I leave on Thursday, but if not, this will tide everybody over, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I've been welcomed so far greatly in the vinyl community. It's been really great to meet new people that I had not watched before in the vinyl community, and friends up, and I've been watching a lot of those videos, and it's just really neat to see the kind of stuff that people are rescuing from the wild, and things that people are trading and finding, and just albums that remind me, oh yeah, I want to get that. So it's been great, and of course it gives you new ideas and more money to spend, but hey, it's fun, and have really been enjoying it. So thanks a lot for watching, and hope you'll keep watching, and enjoy. Thanks a lot.